You may be seated. You'd appreciate that. I have had the distinct honor for the past 8 years to sit on this bima next to Rabbi Stephen Morgen. It is a very special privilege. It's not something I know a lot of people can lay claim to. Most of you don't know what that's like, but I do. And it occurred to me rather recently, do people ever wonder what we're talking about up here? Because when I was in right, you are, I thought so. Because to me, I was like, they must be sitting out there thinking, wow, 2 rabbis, they must be talking about Talmud and Jewish law. And the answer is obviously no. No. You're about to retire, you're fine. No, we're not talking about halakha and Jewish law. No, we're talking about the Torah. We're talking about the Parsha, actually. Literally, whatever's happening in the Parsha, in your Chumash, that's what we're talking about. 9 times out of 10, we're talking about the Parsha. Inevitably, actually, the conversation goes a little like this. Me, pointing at some really obscure, this random thing I learned, and I'm like, no one's ever heard of this. I learned it like in yeshiva. I learned it years ago, and I say, hey, psst, psst, Steve, did you know blah, 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 blah? And he'll say, yeah. It eventually became my own private game of Stump the Rabbi, but I never won. In any other case, I would win. With him, I never win. Because, as you know, and has been mentioned, Rabbi Morgen knows so much, and he loves it so much. Because what makes Rabbi Steve Morgen great is that he loves Judaism, all the weird little factoids, and the obscure commentaries and the long, long lists of laws and comments on laws. He loves that just as much as he loves Jews. I said it a few months ago at dinner, and it's true, and it's rare, actually. I hope you can appreciate this. Not all rabbis are like this. Rabbi Morgen loves the Jewish people. He loves Am Yisrael. He loves Jews. He loves the new Jews and the old, the curious and the contrary. He simply loves the Jewish people. And he always has time, and if not, he will make the time to meet and to discuss and to delve and to talk and to whatever part of our tradition excites you or intrigues you, even if it annoys you. He wants to talk to you about it. And he always has time to give of himself, to lend his time, but his help, his compassion, because Rabbi Morgen loves our, and I would say fairly all, people, just as much as he loves learning our ancient texts, the texts born of the Jewish people, the ones we've been breaking our heads over for millennia. He loves learning, and he loves interpreting. He loves reinterpreting. His mind is amazing. I can think of no one better to inherit Rabbi Siegel's old emeritus office and a large library than Rabbi Morgen. I'm not sure I have enough of my own books to fill the shelves of my new office, which is his old office. I might have to borrow some of yours, actually. Because I don't know if you've seen his office, but it's all books. I tell people all the time that one of the biggest draws for me for taking this job when I was freshly ordained was the team. I knew I wanted to be on a team of rabbis to learn from and to work with. And it has truly been the privilege of my first 8 years in the pulpit to spend them sitting next to and learning from and working with Rabbi Stephen Morgen. With an extra little shout out to Cantor Diane Dorf, who I've gotten to lead services with for years and years. My Shabbat would not be the same without you. Enjoy your retirement, both of you. You have spent decades of your lives in service to God, our texts and tradition, to God's people. Enjoy learning for its own sake. Enjoy prayer for its own sake. Enjoy rest and replenishment and renewal. This is not shalom. This is not goodbye. It's lahitraot. We'll see you around, especially if you haven't moved your books out of your office yet, because I really need to get in there. He starts in July. Yasher koach to a career well done, and mazal tov.